Intel Arc B580 versus the RTX 5060 1080p battle. So, I know you all been waiting for this for a while. I apologize for taking this long to get this out there. But yeah, it's finally here. So, it's going to be a 1080p battle. Just like I said, I'm going to go over 3 criterias if it's available. Okay. So, it's going to be native settings or 1080p and then upscaling using their own respective upscalers. If it's Intel, it's XeSS, and then if it's Nvidia, it's going to be DLSS. And then finally, frame generation, if the game supports frame generation. So 10 different games in this video. So you can see all the specs on the screen right now on both the GPUs. It's the same system using i5-12400F and 32 GB of DDR4 memory running at 3200 megahertz. And then nothing is overclocked across the board. Everything is base speed, stock speeds. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. And actually, I'm not going to talk through any of this. You guys can just watch the comparison yourself. And maybe in some situations, I had to talk to about some of the games. Other than that, it's going to be a chill video. So probably catch you guys at the end or in the middle of the videos when I have to jump in and talk a little bit about it. All right, so enjoy this benchmark comparison. And yeah.
should be around here. Should be around here.
Well, the reason why you're seeing lower FPS on the 5060 in this scenario with 2x frame gen on Resident Evil 9 is because we are VRAM bottlenecked right here. Pay close attention to the VRAM usage on the B580. It's using more than 11 GB of VRAM compared to, you can see the FPS upscale from the 30s instead of whatever the base frame rate is on the B580. Used to be without the frame gen on the 5060. So that's pretty much the reason why it's getting only 70 something FPS on the 5060. So this is one of the downsides of 8 GB cards. You need at least 1 to 2 GB of VRAM spare on top of the basic game running to actually make the frame gen run better. So in case if you're wondering, that's why it is low FPS. Now the next game we're going to be jumping into is Forza Horizon 6, and this game does not support any frame generation except on the Nvidia cards. So it's only going to be the native settings and also upscaling and no frame gen.
You made it to a stop party. Just sign up, get ready, and we'll find a space for you.
got off lucky, homie. Man, only inches.
Next game is going to be Pragmata, and this is also another game that's made in RE engine, just like Resident Evil 9. So it's going to have the same difficulties as you saw in the Resident Evil 9 scenario on the frame gen aspects. So yeah, it needs a lot of VRAM to pull off the frame gen. So 8GB cards are restricted from going beyond their capacity. So it's going to be a much more smoother experience on the B580 compared to the 5060 here. So yeah. The next one is going to be Crimson Desert. As you guys know, this game keeps getting updated every often. The B580 is actually running the 1.15 version. 5060 is running the 1.16 version. Because, you know, while I was recording the 5060, they already updated the game, so I missed it. But I checked all the way through, and there was no graphical updates or anything. It's just gameplay changes, and that's about it. So it's pretty much the same. So there are no graphical changes or whatsoever, so everything's going to be the same. So I just wanted to put it out there saying, oh, some people will complain, oh, this is different versions of the game. The performance remains the same, all right? So yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Lock, stock, and barrel.
That's what I call a trophy. Should have been a chess player.
You don't have the patience, Wall.
Where's it from, anyway? The Habsburgs?
French will be my guess.
Cressida will blow a gasket if she sees me. Best lay low.
You know who's here? Arthur Prendergast.
Who? The novelist. He wrote Rubicon Rising.
I only read romance.
Just wanted to see the ray tracing performance like as a base level. That's why I'm putting in this game over here, Doom the Dark Ages, because this game is one of the first big titles that dropped last year with the ray tracing inbuilt. So I just wanted to throw it in here and see the performance on the B580 as well. So yeah, this will get you guys a solid idea how it's going to be. And again, no frame gen on the B580, so it's just upscaling and native settings only. So check it out.
We're done. I'm meeting him at the forge. I'm meeting him at the forge. My people guarded this forest for generations. Getting ready to sweep the forest when we're done. I'm meeting him at the forge. My people guarded this forest for generations.
Now we dance. Try this. Missed. Got you.
And that's the end of the B580 versus the 5060 comparison. Hope you guys get an idea how it is. In some games, the B580 performs better, and in some games, the 5060 takes the lead. And it's obvious, some games are like Nvidia favored, and some are not. Yeah, it's a weird mix. But again, you guys get the idea. Most of them are like kind of similar, especially the biggest difference is in the frame gen category. So if I go over the chart that I made here, you guys can pretty much clearly see that the native settings comparison, even though it only has 8 GB of VRAM on the 5060, has about 6.1% of performance gain compared to the B580. And when it comes to the upscaling, it's a neck to neck across the board. Some are like a little bit better, and some are a little bit worse on the B580. But again, it is expected. Some games like the Pragmata and some other games that actually requires more than 8 GB of VRAM. In those games, the B580 comes out on top because it has 12 GB of VRAM to stream the textures really faster without any stutters, which is a big downside to these 8 GB cards these days. And when it comes to the frame gen, the B580 is just miles better because of the 12 GB of VRAM, because you need at least 2 GB of VRAM head, just like I said before, headroom to actually process the frame gen activity. So frame gen category, the B580 is the clear winner. Now let's just take a look at the pricing in the current market for both of these GPUs. So I'm going to go to PC Part Picker, and this is in the US dollars. You can see for the B580, the lowest entry point is the ASRock Challenger overclocked version, which is coming at $310. So it's USD. So the market will differ from where you are. So this is the one I have, the Intel Founders Edition one, the limited edition. This is the actual base price, $250. It's out of stock in the US, unfortunately. And yeah, everything after that, there's one more $310 edition, the Onyx Lumi, and everything beyond that is $370 for the Sparkle. $554, which is insane amount for B580 for sure. So, and I believe everything else is out of stock. So that's like, $250 to $310, about $60 increase. That's crazy, but it's still under $400 at least. So let's take a look at the 5060 now. And the lowest amount is $460. That is absolutely insane in this day and age. Because I think I paid around $400 something without tax. I think $420 or something like that. When I first got my 5060 in Canada, it's Canadian dollar. So the US dollar $460 is crazy. So the prices are going up. For an 8 GB card, paying this much amount of money is absolutely insane. So I did some calculation on my phone and all of that. Came to know that the cost per FPS in this market for both of these GPUs, the B580 is coming at $3.88 per FPS. And the 5060 is coming at $5.41 per FPS. You can get like 94% of the 5060's performance in the native category, the B580, and then upscaled, you're getting 99, almost 100% head-to-head on the upscale category, and on the frame gen, it's like 111%, which is like 11% faster than the 5060 for about $200 something less. So the B580 is basically 67, almost 68% of the 5060's current market price. That is absolutely insane, and for pretty much close to or head-to-head performance. So I guess based off of that, you guys can get an idea that the B580 is the clear winner in this day and age in 2026. Like, yes, you are losing out on a little bit of visual fidelity because the DLSS picture quality is way better than the XeSS upscalers. But let's be honest here, you're not going to bother that much about it, are you? Because you're playing on 1080p, and on 1080p, it's going to look pretty much all right. I'm pretty sure on a 1080p monitor. So, and the 8GB card, the 5060, doesn't have the capacity to even run DLSS 4.5 that well, because it's a really heavy VRAM task, and you need at least 12GB to pull that off properly as well. So it's gonna make it even more stutter, like a laggy experience. So it's better just keep it to DLSS 4 if you're gonna override it in the app. But again, 8GB cards suck in 2026, and this is a big idea. And frame gen, if you were looking for frame gen, and again, that's again another bottleneck because of the 8GB or 5060. So overall, B580 is gonna be the better pick here, and it's cheaper too. So yeah, man, that's all I gotta show you guys in this video. I hope you find this really helpful. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more benchmarks and comparisons like these. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys are having a great time wherever you are. I will catch you guys in the next one. So take it easy and peace out. Oh yeah, if you want to check out the Gears of War benchmarks that I did, you can check it out right here or wherever on the screen. And yeah, peace.